Hi everyone, so I'm going to give you a recap on how to round to a certain decimal point. So in the brackets in each of these, which I'm going to go through, it tells me what I need to round the number to. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to give you a quick recap on why we round up or round down or keep it the same. And we're going to use a number line, and you can use the number line to help you with any of these questions. So because this question says round 3.26 to one decimal place, my answer has to be to one decimal place, so it can only have one number after the decimal point. So if I was to choose the numbers that it could either be, it's either going to be 3.2, because that's the lowest it could go, or it could be 3.3. Okay, I'm going to decide which one it's going to be in a moment. So they're the two numbers that I would put on my number line. Then what I need to do is I need to mark on my number line where 3.26 actually is. Well, these are 0.01s, these little lines. So this would be 3.21, 3.22, and so on. So 3.26 would appear here on my number line. So because it's half or more, okay, that means it rounds up to the next number because it's closer to this one, isn't it? Okay. You need to remember the rule that if it's at half, so it's halfway point, it does round up, okay? It doesn't round down. So these little lines, if you want to imagine it, so just before here, all right, they all round to this number, and the ones just on this line all round to that number, okay? So if I was writing the answer to this one, so 3.26, because we know it's closer to 3.3, that would be my answer rounded to one decimal place. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to whiz through these ones really quickly with you, and then you're going to do some practice of your own. So be careful, make sure you look at what you need to round them to. So this one is one decimal place. This is how I would probably show you in class once we've done this, is that I would put a dotted line in, or a line in just after the number that I need to round to. So after the first number after the decimal place. And what I do is I just look at the number that comes straight after it. Well, that's 0, so that means it's going to stay exactly as it is. It's not going to round up. So my answer is going to be 3.5. So rounding to two decimal places. So I count two numbers after the decimal point, which is here. So I'm going to check out. I don't need to look at any other number, just the one exactly after it. Well, it's a 7. And if we think of our number line, 7 would be here. So we know it's going to round up to the next number. So it's going to be 17.03. It makes that number go up. Okay, next one. My cutoff line is here. I'm checking out the 1. 1 is here, so it's going to keep it as the same digits. So it's going to be 4.18. Next one, two decimal places again. Cutoff is here. It's another 1, so it stays the same, 1.61. 3 decimal places this time, so 1, 2, 3. So my cutoff is here. My 6 makes, so if we think about it, 6 was here and it made it go up to the next number. Now this one's a little bit more tricky, okay, because this number is a 9 here. Now if you imagine if we had this on a number line, I'll do it underneath, this would have been 8.069, and what would have been the next number? Well, it'd be 8.070, as you could think of it, but that 0 wouldn't be there. Okay, so if it's going to round up, which it is, it's going to round to 8.07. Okay, the next one, again, 3 decimal places, so I'm going to cut off there. I'm looking at the 3. The 3 isn't going to change it, so it's 1.866. Next one, 2 decimal places again, so 1, 2. So my cutoff. It's a 7, so it's going to make it go up to the next number, so it's 0.07. And the last one, 3 decimal places, so 1, 2, 3, cutoff is there. I'm looking at the 6. Yes, the 6 changes it, so it's going to be 3.851. Hope that makes sense to you. Have a go at the questions now yourself.